Hello and welcome back. So, today I'm going to share my experience with my first car that I purchased after my divorce and why this was a big deal and how this car has helped me with my mindset. So, when I was married, I used to drive an SUV. Matter of fact, I had a Chevrolet Suburban, which is like, I don't know if you're here in the US, it's like the ultimate mom car, right? Like if you don't want a minivan, you get an SUV. And so I had an SUV and the engine blew or something. There was no oil in the car basically. So the engine blew and my ex-husband agreed to pay off the loan balance in the divorce settlement. So I was done with that and but I didn't have a car. So I had no credit. I didn't have much credit history. And I just didn't have any history. So I went to this car lot and I found this Volkswagen Jetta, which I had always loved this car, but of course it was an updated model. And I got inside, it was just very luxurious. It had the almost like ivory seats, and it was just beautiful inside, and it was leather. I was like, oh my God, this is gorgeous in here. Sunroof. So took it for a ride and I decided to go home with it. So I have my paperwork here and I'm going to tell you what a terrible deal I got. So I purchased the car for $10,000, and at the time, this is when there was like a car shortage. There was like a lot of people were saying like a lot of parts. There's a parts shortage and cars prices were inflated. So I got this car for $10,000 and I put $2,000 down. My interest rate, I'm going to tell you, I'm embarrassed to say, but it was 24% on my loan. But keep in mind, I didn't really have any credit. I can't remember. Yeah, I just didn't have any credit. And so nobody really wanted to take a chance on me. And it was even kind of difficult to, like, they still wanted a substantial down payment. So I put $2,000 down. It was a 3-year loan, thank goodness, and paid $409 a month, right? So I eventually paid this car off, of course. But as soon as I got the car, here's the kicker. The car had, it was a 2018. I bought the car in 2021, and this car had about the car had, wait, it should say it here. Anyway, a lot of miles on it, okay? So, close to 200,000 miles on it. So, yeah, close to 200,000 miles on it. So yeah, not the best deal. Would I go back and buy the car again and do the same thing? With the wisdom and experience I have now, of course not. But let me tell you how this car helped me with my mindset. So the first repair I had to make on my car was, oh gosh, I don't even know what it's called, but it was $900. And that was probably a year later, not even a year later. It was, it was about a year later. I had to $900 into the car. I don't remember what service I had, but so this was around the time of my birthday as well. And my car literally broke down on my birthday. So yes, I was in the parking lot of Publix. I was getting a cake for myself. I was turning 40. I was getting a cake in Publix, and when I went to start the car, it was dead. So I had to call my friend, and she got all my groceries and took me home or whatever. So got that fixed, $900. And then I tell you, to the exact day the next year when I turned 41, which was 2024, the car breaks down again. So I'm like, how is it that I've literally manifested the same thing, the same like car issues on my birthday? So again, another $900 this cost. This time there was something, the car was like leaking gas. So the tow company wouldn't even come get the car. I had to, I don't know, some special, I don't even know. But yeah, so I had the car towed, and yeah, of course they fixed it. So yesterday, my car was overheating, and my birthday is coming up. So, you know, in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, not again, not again. But I'm like, The first two times I was discouraged. The first time this happened, I was very discouraged. The second time, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. This time, I'm like, no. If I want a different result, I have to respond differently to this circumstance. So I got up this morning, I called the shop. They couldn't see the car until Monday. So I decided I didn't want to drive the car. My coolant was low. So I did not drive the car, and I decided to have coolant delivered to my house. Put the coolant in and drove the car to the salon. I went to the salon today. Went to the salon, and the needle was like dancing back and forth. So again, I'm like, okay, like it's okay. You can respond differently. Like if we need to pull over and we need to call the salon and reschedule our visit, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. So my whole point in sharing all of this is this car has really helped me with my mindset as far as reframing my responses to situations or circumstances. Because like I mentioned before, when this happened, like the last 2 years, I mean, I just went into like a depression. I felt down. I'm like, why has this happened to me? And also another thing, you know, when I got divorced, my finances changed a lot. So I live a completely different lifestyle now than I did when I was married, you know? And so financial lifestyle, I should say. But yeah, like that just really discouraged me. I'm like, when am I ever gonna, just all these thoughts in my head, when am I ever gonna, I can't keep up. Every time I save some money, I gotta put it into this car. This year, my thought was, you know what? If I have to get the car fixed, it's okay. I'm so glad I have the money. You see the shift in that? Also, again, you know, just it's not the end of the world. So I've been here before, then I can do it again. And you know, if I have to get another car, if I have to give this car up and get another car, then so be it. I'm still gonna be okay. If I keep the car, I'm gonna be okay. If I get rid of the car, I'm gonna be okay. So my whole point is, don't allow circumstances to dictate your mood. Because although this car was like just, I don't know, a bad deal, I mean, like, I enjoy the car still, but it was a bad deal. And yeah, I ended up paying $4,300 in interest, and no, I'm sorry. Yeah, $4,300 in interest. And yeah, just not the best deal, right? And I've already put like, I don't know, up to, I mean, outside of regular maintenance, you know, I've put in like, yeah, like 18, close to $2,000 into the car, right? But that's okay. I mean, I'm starting over. This is where I am. It is what it is. And I'm very thankful for Becky. That's her name. Her name is Becky. Um, but I'm very thankful for her. Like, Becky has taken me everywhere from Ohio to Florida. So yeah, Becky gets her miles in, Becky gets the job done, and I'm just so thankful. First, that I did get an opportunity to get financing, although, it was not the best. But I say in gratitude, and that's how I keep going. Of course, my next auto loan, if I choose to do that, my next auto loan is not going to be that, because I have wisdom now. I have experience now, and also I lost my train of thought. But yeah, I have wisdom now. I have experience. And I also bought the car at a time when I was a little frantic. So, again, I was just experiencing the effects of a finalized divorce, and also, yeah, I just wasn't in a good mindset. I purchased a car from a lack perspective, and yeah. So that is the story of how I don't want to say lemon, because I don't want to call my car a lemon. That's a bad analogy, right? But yeah, I don't know how I don't know. I don't want to say turn lemons into lemonade, but I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. So yeah, okay, I transmuted what I thought was a bad situation into something good. And yeah, it helped me transmute my mind, and I can take my mind and apply that to other things. So yeah, very grateful for this whole experience. Thankful for my car again. And I also welcome your video suggestions if you would like me to share anything from my experience, anything specific. I'd love to share. Thanks for watching.